Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. I do apologize for the extended break, but we were just waiting for the players to wrap up their games before jumping in mid-series, and we are jumping into game number 4. Spawning in the top right-hand corner of Tourmaline, we have the French Protoss player. We have the red Protoss representing Team Liquid. It is Clem. And spawning in the bottom hand corner, we have the blue Terran player, the South Korean Terran. It is Bunny for Team Falcons. And if you're in the chat, predictions are now open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we get into our TVP. And of course, a big shout out to Late Chrononauts. Papi God. Thank you so much for subscribing for 15 months. That's a lot of months, Papi. Thank you so much for the support. We do appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the content. Hope you enjoy the casting. Hope you enjoy the StarCraft as we are jumping into our best of 5 semifinals. And Bunny opens up with 1 Rax at home and 1 across the map. So 2 Rax opener here out of Bunny, 1 proxied, 1 not. With that, he should be committing here into a more aggressive build. This is not as committed as proxy 2 Rax, but this can still find some damage nonetheless. We'll see if Clem can keep up. Do apologize, we did miss out on the first 3 games of play. Do apologize. We were supposed to have only missed out on the first 2 games, but last something did come up, so I was unavailable. I was unavailable to continue to jump into that 3rd game, so I do apologize. But regardless, we are jumping into game 4 at least. Jumping to game 4. Meanwhile, the Probe Scout does come in. It doesn't really get eyes on much here. It gets eyes on the Rax timing. It does not. Oh, sorry. It does get eyes on the gas as well. So it does confirm no second gas geyser. And we have Clem opening up with no concern. With no concern in the world. We have Proxy Marauder at a Bunny. Let's go. Marauders are going to be amassing across the map, and we'll see if Bunny can catch Clem with his pants down. Oh boy. We'll see if he can. As Marauders are amassing, Marauders are building up. And ideally, we wait for 2. Ideally. Clem, again, he came back in with the probe, so he's still none the wiser. Getting a safety shield battery on the low ground, thankfully. So safety shield battery adepts are building up as well. If you were able to catch Summer Game 2 and Summer Game 3 and even Summer Game 1, I'd love to know what did occur, what did transpire between the 2 players. But otherwise, we do see Clem moving out, and the Marauders are soon going to strike. We're waiting for that second Marauder. Marines move out as well. They run into the Adept. Oh, Adept does shake past. Bunny does keep rallying. Okay, so there's 2 Adepts. There's 2 Adepts currently. We have a Chrono here on the Stalker. Shield battery in the main. Army is spotted, Marauders are revealed, and we're going for the Pylon. Pylon is exposed. And Pylon is under fire. Bunker is on the way. Oh, we'll throw over 1 SCV. Yeah, bit of miscontrol. Yeah, bit of miscontrol. 1 SCV goes down. There's 1 SCV left. Just the 1. Boys are being pulled. The bunker is halfway done. It's still getting close. Still getting very close. Oh, as the SCV does fall. And again, he miscontrolled earlier, so lost 1 SCV, lost the 2nd SCV as well. Bunker will not finish. Marauders are they can tank. As we pull more of the boys. Clem getting desperate. The Pylon is going to go down. Yeah, it brings down the Pylon and depowers the low ground. There is a backup Pylon on the way. There's a backup Pylon. Shield battery sniped. There's a cancel. There's that cancellation. We do have an NG overcharge soon to be available. Oh. That could help, but alas, the Pylon is still 1 volley away from falling. There's the NG overcharge. They're the boys. The boys come in. 9 probes falling. The Marauders still hold their own. Nice juggling there out of Bunny, but he will lose 1. Yeah, 1 Marauder goes down. Down to 4. Down to 4, and Bunny, he will lose everything. He will lose these Marauders. We do have another Marauder coming in. Down to 2. 2 Marauders left. Down to 1. And Clem holds. Clem, he holds. He shuts down the all-in. And Bunny, remember, he was not expanding. There was no follow-up behind this. We have a CC on the high ground, but the damage has not been dealt. I mean, sorry, I say that. 13 probes. 13 probes did fall in the defense, so Clem did sustain a lot of economic damage, but Clem, he has shut down the main army. Now he's going across the map, and he's looking to contain Bunny, if not even do more than that. In the main base, what do we have to defend? We have 4 vanilla Marines. As Clem picks away at the Marine count. Has to be careful. Does face check. Face checks up the ramp. Nice shuffling of Stalkers. And Bunny holds. Bunny, he holds on. Now it's time to expand. Bunny does technically have a slightly higher worker count. It's up by 3. Up by 2. By 1. It's up by a handful of workers. Alright, he's up by a handful. And now we're settling in. So we have Clem staying on 2 bases, going for his own Storm. So Storm on 2 bases, very safe play out of Clem, heavily delaying his 3rd base. Meanwhile, Bunny himself is setting up with a 3-1-1 sim timing. Now, Clem, the purpose of staying on 2 bases like this, ideally he is expecting Bunny to be all in, to go for a 2-base all in, so Clem would be ready with Storm in time for the 2-base all in. If Bunny were to expand, then Bunny can take a lead from here and get further ahead. So we'll see where Bunny takes us. Where are we headed? Where are we going? Where are we going? Bunny does move out. He moves out, he rotates over towards the right hand side. Clem himself is in position, does have a High Templar ready. So remember, Storm is done. And here come the Storms. Ooh, lands one. Brutal Storm. Lands on the tanks, and the tanks will fall. It takes down both tanks. Ay, ay, ay. All Marines to go back in through the Storm. Heads through the Storm. We have more Storms coming. Okay, there's 2. So 2 Storms left for Clem. His 3rd base is denied, and Bunny, we got to make a decision. Got to make a decision here. 3rd TC. I do like this. He's getting his 3rd base. Clem does not have his own. Bunny baits out a Storm. Spit it out. Dropping into the main base. So far, Clem, he's out of position. He has to rotate. So we do see a better trade here initially for Bunny. Does pick up a couple of warping in units, but now that the Immortal has arrived, Bunny is... Oh no! He has to get out of here. He will lose 1 medevac. Yeah, 1 medevac barely goes down. Storms are coming in. Don't want to waste it. Oof. High Templar exposed. Gets 1 Templar, and Bunny, is he pulling Clem apart here? Gets an Immortal. Nice pickups. And Bunny is popping up. Ooh. But he'll bleed out a lot in the process. Losing almost the entire army. Behind this, remember, Bunny, he got a 3rd base. His CC is almost done. His command center is finishing. But on the one hand, yes, he does finish a base, but can he land it? Can he saturate? Oh, it's a crazy blink. Oh my god, he blinks in. Tanks the mine shots. Yeah, risky move here by Clem. He does not have enough. High Templar coming to reinforce. Clem has to pull away. Pulls away, got baited into the Winter Mines. And there's still a lot of pressure on Clem. So economy is still not what it needs to be. As here comes Bunny. Again, 3-base saturation versus 3-base saturation. Bunny does have the better economy. He's in a better position. Clem going for the drop into the natural. Let's go. Drops in, gets a couple of SCVs. Distracts Bunny. Now dropping into the main base. Not bad. Gets what? 4 workers. 4, 5 SCV kills. Dropping over towards the 3rd base. Oh, Prism taking a lot of hits. But he gets 6 SCVs in total. And not bad harass. I'm not so sure Clem should be here. Oh. Still 1 more Widowmine. Sorry, 2 more Widowmines. Okay, Prism into the main base, going for the Warpin. Warpin will complete. Will finish. Oh, nice storm. Oh no, he stands. He stands it. Oh, Jesus, he stands it almost a full duration. Bunny was distracted. Storms are popping up. Another storm zones. And hey, 3rd base is denied. Denies mining at the 3rd. Decent move here by Clem. Again, there's still a lot of pressure on Clem here to find more. Oof, EMP bolts up. Nice. Oh, nice EMP. Prism goes down. There was 1 High Templar inside, and Clem here overextends. Clem, he's overextended. He should not be here. He sticks around too long. Clem will lose everything, and Bunny has momentum. Bunny takes down the High Templar, the Immortals, the Archon is trying to get away. Desperately so. There's 1 Colossus remaining. There's 1 Colossus. There's 1 Archon. There's 1 High Templar. Again, this is barely a standing army for Clem, and Bunny could overwhelm here. Could just overwhelm. There's Vikings. There's Ghosts. There's EMPs. Clem is in danger, and Bunny is looking to force the ace match. Nice EMP. No storm. Yeah, no storm left. Vikings are going to town. Takes on both Vikings. Nice snipes. Vikings do full. Boys are being pulled. The Colossus does not get away. So no more Colossus. No more splash damage as the 2nd Colossus is in production. Just now popping out. But Bunny has done it. Bunny has done it. He has broken Clem. Clem, he cannot keep up. He will lose the expansion. And with that, Bunny will snowball out of control. And we are looking to force Game 5. We're going to force the ace match. Clem desperately going for a counterattack. Again, Bunny, his drop play was, it was crazy bad. It was pulling Clem apart, forcing worse fights. And with that, Bunny, he's breaking the main army. GG gets called, and Bunny will take game number 4. We're going to game 5. We're going to the ace match. GG. Whew, GG, well played. Bunny, he took down Solar already in this tournament, and now he's looking to take down Clem. 1 more game is all that Bunny needs to snowball out of control and to make it to the grand finals. Let's go. Let us go. Again, Clem, he was convinced that there was a 2-base all-in coming his way. That's why he did go into earlier Storm. That's why he did go for a very heavy 2-base play. As you saw, Bunny was not all-in. Bunny was expanding. He was getting a 3rd CC, so Clem fell behind. Clem, he fell behind as he did himself kind of cripple his own economy, staying on 2 bases, heavily delayed 3rd base, and as a result, Bunny, he was able to keep up. Able to keep up, not just keep up, but overwhelm. Like, overwhelm it economically. Build up the greater army. We also saw that Clem was being overly aggressive. He was overextending 1 too many times, taking initially a decent fight, but then just kept on pushing until he lost too much. With that, let's go. We're getting into the ace match. Let's go, baby, let's go. And spawning in the right corner of White Rabbits, we have the French Terran, so the French Protoss. The French Protoss player, the Red Protoss representing Team Liquid. It is Clem. And spawning in the left-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the South Green Terran player, the Blue Terran representing Team Falcons. It is Bunny. As we are getting into our 5th and final game of the series. It all ends here. It all ends on White Rabbits. White Rabbits is one of the larger maps of the map pool. Very large map, longer rush distance by ground, and likewise a more defendable 3rd base and relatively defendable 4th base as well. So if Bunny were to play a little bit more macro oriented, I would favor that kind of play here for Bunny on White Rabbits. but we'll see. For now, double gas opener out of our Terran player, going for a faster factory, going for a delayed CC. Going for that delayed CC. He wants to be on Clem to confirm what exactly is going on. And again, last game was a really chaotic game just because the early Marauder production, of course, the early aggression. Yeah, it was chaotic. True. It's crazy. And from here, Bunny can go into Reactor Reaper Hellion, he can go into early Cyclone drop, he can go for early tank push, early Banshee play, early committed Widowmine drop play as well. It's got options. Bunny does have options here. Again, TVP is typically very diverse when it comes to the early game from the side of Terran. Technically, Clem has options to go into a Stargate on White Rabbits, but he's not really that kind of player. He's not really one to go Stargate. He's typically more standard. Going to Twilight Council, Blink into a third is what we expect out of Clem. Now, Clem does have the option to cut some corners. He could delay his Robo and get a faster third base, so Clem could be greedier here. We'll see. Again, I wasn't here for the first couple of games, so if Bunny's been hyper aggressive, then maybe Clem feels a little bit too... It might be too risky to get a faster third base, and it might just be safe again, or even overly safe. Hope that isn't the case. As we have our Reacted Marine into Cyclone production in towards Cyclone drop. This is one of the go-tos from Bunny. As Reaper is rotating, making its way into the main. So far, Clem is keeping up. We do get into the scout, we do get into the main base though. There we go, does confirm the Twilight Council is aware of the upgrade, is aware of the blink. So Bunny does scout, you can see him hiding here in the center. Luna try to catch any stray stalkers, any stray units. So Bunny's in position. Position. We have 2 more gates on the way. That's going to be 3-gate blink into a Robo, so very safe. Sorry, 4-gate. Oh, okay, never mind. My apologies. 4-gate blink stalker, hyper aggression out of Clem, going for a very late third base, doubling down on mass blink stalker, and we'll see if Clem can make this work. We'll see if we can pull this off. Meanwhile, Bunny, he's pushing. He's going for an all-in. Bunny, he's rallying with tanks and Vikings. We've seen this before. We saw this in the previous series. We saw this at a Percival, if you remember. But Bunny, he's rallying everything he can to end the game, to kill Clem. But Clem is going to have extra stalkers. Like, Clem, I want to say he's almost out countering this. Clem is going to have extra warp-ins. We'll see if he can get behind the army. We'll see if he goes for the dive. He's going for it. Stalkers, they blink in. They get one volley, they get a second. Tank does go down. Takes down the tank, trying to catch reinforcements, going for the other. There we go, blinks in, and we'll get the second tank as well. And massive pickups. Takes on both tanks, delays the push, delays the all-in. And Bunny turns everything around. Wow, he turns everything back around. Clem won't get a third tank, but still 2 tanks and delaying the push. This gives Clem so much time to warp in, to reinforce. He even escapes with 3 stalkers. And Clem is just pulling Bunny apart. As we mentioned before, Bunny was hoping for a standard opener, but Clem was being hyper aggressive himself, has extra stalkers to work with, pulling Bunny apart, just zoning him back. And Bunny now has to throw down Raxes. Oof, rough position for Bunny. Now, he can turn this into a 2-base all-in, like into a follow-up all-in, right? With extra Raxes, with extra bio, and he can pull the boys. For now, though, he's stuck at home. Stuck at home, and this has thrown a wrench in the works of Bunny's build. Bunny's still trying to be active. Oh, we'll lose another tank though. Another tank goes down. Ay, ay, ay. Again, these are expensive losses for Bunny. Losing 3 tanks. Here he will lose. He will lose his 3rd tank. Storm is on the way. 3rd base is on the way. Clem is getting further ahead. We can see that Bunny is going for a 3rd TC. So Bunny, he himself is setting up for a longer game as well. So the game is slowing down. We're going to be backing off. Coming into this position, I do prefer Clem's position just because of the tech that he has available to him and because of his 3rd base timing. The Nexus is already complete. Bunny, his is still in production. Una más. Ooh, does snipe the Prism. Prism goes down, but still Clem just getting as much value as he can here, picking up more Marines. We see Bunny ready on the low ground. Clem is aware. Is aware of that. 4 Stalkers, 8 one-shot SCVs. And 6, 7 SCV kills. Oh no, 6. Never mind. Oh my god. Clem reinforces. Storm is ready. He can storm the ramp. He can storm the main army. Oh my god, massive storm gets into the mineral line as well. There's 1 more storm left. Oh my, just zoning back the army. Marines do come in from behind, so we do get a surround on the surround. Yeah, the flank gets flanked, but I think Clem has done it. Yeah, Clem has done it. He's just rallying across. GG gets called. He has broken Bunny, and Clem, he will barely take the series 3-2, advancing on to the grand finals. GG. GG, well played. A very chaotic series here, very chaotic game. Clem, he barely comes out on top. He will take it 3-2. Congratulations. My condolences to Bunny, as we could have very easily seen a Bunny versus Hero XCJ finals, but last Clem, he does barely deny that. GG, well played. Clem, he'll advance on to the grand finals. It is going to be another TVP. We've had almost pure TVPs tonight, except for that 1 PvP in the semis, but it is going to be Clem versus Hero in the grand finals. Let's go. Let us go. We're getting into the grand finals here. It is going to be a best of 5. For the time being, we're going to be cutting to a very short break. Here. And when we come back, we will have our next series. We'll have that finals. We'll see you soon after the break. See you soon. Bye. See you soon.